Hi everyone, welcome back. Today's video is my favorite of the whole month. It's my everyday makeup drawer for February. I do these at the beginning of every month and I take you with me through my makeup collection and pick out a new assortment of everyday makeup products. And then we organize them and use them and do our makeup together. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I've been doing these a little bit differently, or I did this a little bit differently last month in choosing less products. And we're going to start the video with a little bit of a recap. I'm going to show you what's been in the drawer for the past month and kind of give you my thoughts on that. And then we'll get into putting that stuff away and picking some new things. If you're new here, my name is Blair. I do all kinds of beauty and makeup content here on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I hope you'll subscribe and let's get started. All right, you guys, it is time for a new everyday makeup drawer. I wanted to quickly kind of go over my thoughts on these products and doing my everyday makeup drawer a little bit differently this month. If you saw my January everyday makeup, you'll know that I got a new desk. It looks like this. It's from Amazon and I absolutely love this. I was doing my everyday makeup in an acrylic organizer before that sat on my desk and it just wasn't working for me. It was making me feel a little bit claustrophobic, kind of. I don't know. I just wanted a space where I could pick my products, put them away, and close the drawer. You know what I mean? I don't know why. I find my brain works a lot better if it's not overcrowded with too many things all the time. So this is the best decision I ever made, is getting a new desk, number one, and making one of the drawers for my everyday makeup that I can totally close, and it looks clean and neat and I really like it. So that is so much better. Another thing that I did differently this time is I picked less products. So I used to pick a lot of different options for each category. This time I didn't do that. I picked significantly less things. And really for the last month, I've pretty much exclusively done makeup out of here. Even a lot of my videos have included the makeup in here. So I have absolutely loved having a smaller collection of things for my everyday makeup. This is absolutely the direction that I want to go. So I would definitely recommend it. You just really get to know the products better if you have a smaller assortment of things. So if you are someone that has a lot of makeup, or you have maybe not a huge collection, but more than one or two things per category, I would highly suggest maybe making yourself an everyday makeup bag for the month and picking a few products, focusing on those products, and then kind of switching it out, because I have absolutely loved the result. I haven't gotten bored with these things, and I feel like I now know exactly how I feel about every single thing in here. So I wanted to share just a few standout products from the month. You probably know what they are if you've been watching my videos, but I just wanted to kind of go over my thoughts. So basically, here's one thing I wanted to share. These two products have not been my favorites in the past. The Clinique Color Corrector, it's okay, but it's never been a favorite. And then the Rare Beauty Under Eye Brightener. A few weeks ago, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to use this again. So I used this and this together, and I don't know what happened, but it absolutely looked amazing. I don't know, this mixed with the peach color just worked really well, and now I've been doing this a lot just for everyday makeup. So this is what I mean, like products that I wasn't using, I didn't really love that much, I used them in a different way and now I really like them. So that has been amazing. This has definitely been a standout. The NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop powder. The writing is starting to rub away, but that's okay because I love this powder. I'm trying to do this one-handed, so I'm sorry. This is definitely a standout product. I have not hit pan, but I have to be close to hitting pan on this. So Absolutely love this powder. Probably one of the most used products in this drawer. Also absolutely in love with this Jane Iredale Hydra Pure Serum. This was such a surprise to me, but I love this. I've been wearing this as a base and then this concealer everywhere. This True Skin concealer from Catrice in Cool Cashmere. I love it. That's kind of been my go-to combo. Of course, the Victoria Beckham blush, I won't bore you with it anymore, but I love that. I've been using this a ton when I want a cream bronzer, my Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer that I love. Even this blush also, I haven't used this I don't know if I've used this in one of my videos, but I have used it in like Instagram videos and stuff, the Persona blush in Bloom. Also a really pretty one. I have Biscuit from Westman Atelier in here. And then over here, of course, my ABH brow powder is a favorite. I have a few more brow gels here. I've still been wanting to use this little Benefit one instead of the NYX. The NYX one's okay, but I just find I like the way this looks and wears better in my brows than that one. So I've had Tower 28 mascara, Victoria Beckham. I've kind of been reaching for Victoria Beckham the most. I'm not sure if that's my favorite mascara, to be honest. I love so many of her products that I've tried, but I don't know if that mascara is my favorite. Of course, my Patrick Ta palette, Victoria Beckham liners, I love Sigma Eye Base and Victoria Beckham Cream Shadow. And then my lip products. Probably the one I've been using and reaching for the most is this one from Sigma, this Renew Lip Oil in All Heart. It's a mauve-y kind of rosy color that I really like. And that is what's been in for the past month. So I know this is exactly how I'm going to start doing these videos. I'm going to pick less products, and at the beginning of each video I'll kind of give you updates on the things that I've been using and my thoughts. So hope you like this style, and if, like I said, if you have a larger makeup collection or maybe you feel like you have things that don't get used, try this method. Pick a selection of products and use those products for a month, or if that's too much, maybe 2 weeks, and then switch it out. See if that helps you, or maybe you'll like that better, but I'm absolutely loving it. So it is time to put this stuff away. Honestly, I'm sad to say goodbye to a lot of these things because honestly, this is probably the most I've enjoyed a group of products ever since I've been doing these videos, and I've been doing them for at least 2 years, maybe more than that now. So I'm really excited to be filming another one. So I'm gonna go ahead and take everything out of here. We will put everything away, and then we'll pick out a new group of products. Okay, let's pick some new makeup, starting with primers. So I have primers in here, and then I have like glowier primers right here standing up. So we'll start with primer. Okay, so last month I had 2 primers in. I had the Victoria Beckham Golden Primer, and then I had the Shiseido Primer in there. Oh, and then I also had the e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter in. So I'm thinking I'm going to choose 2 again. I'm going to choose something glowier, and then I'll choose something that's more like mattifying or pore filling, I guess. So for a glowy option, I kind of want to do my Say Glowy Super Gel maybe. I haven't used this one lately, or I also have this from Valentino, this V lighter. I actually might do this instead because this pinky shade of the V lighter is good for me for this time of year. And this, out of all my glowy products, this is probably the one that I know the least about. I've used it a few times here and there, but it's just not something that I've ever like solidified my thoughts on. So I think for a glowy primer, we may do that. And then for another primer, I might do this one. This is the Rare Beauty Pore Diffusing Primer. I actually really do like this. So it wouldn't be to kind of solidify my thoughts on it. The only other one I'm kind of thinking about is the Cali Ray one. This one is, actually I was gonna declutter this, and then at the last minute I decided to keep it. Just because, I don't know, I didn't feel 100% about my choice to declutter it. So I feel, but these are very similar. You know what, maybe we'll go with Cali Ray, and this will be the test if I end up decluttering it or not, because there wasn't anything super wrong with it. I just was never blown away by this, which is odd because this is one of those products that went viral a while ago and you couldn't get your hands on it. And I don't know, I didn't get it, but I think we'll go with those 2 for primers. All right, for foundations and skin tints. Last time I had, let's see, I had my Merit Sticks in, my Yensa foundation, this Jane Iredale tinted serum, and then my Estee Lauder Double Wear Sheer. So let's pick, so that's 4. I guess this time maybe we'll do 3. Because I really like having less things to choose from. So let's pick like a skin tint, lighter coverage product first. So I'm thinking either the Chantecaille Future Skin or the CL Tint and Protect. I like both of these. I've probably used the CL one more. Okay, I'm thinking I'm gonna go with Chantecaille because this one, I feel very confident in the CL already. I really love that. This is one that I like, but I'm still not 100% sure how I feel about this from Chantecaille. So I think we will go with that one for like a lighter coverage option. Then, let's see. Should we do this? The Lancome Ultra Wear Care and Glow. I was thinking either this or the Glossier foundation. Let's do Lancome. Let's do Lancome. I've used the Glossier more than Lancome, although another one is Luminous Silk. No, you know what? I think we're gonna do Luminous Silk. That's one, I feel like that's a good like medium coverage option. All right, and then maybe one more option. And I'm thinking maybe one of my stick foundations. So not the Merit, because that was in the last time. Maybe we should do Fenty. Yeah, this is a good one. This one is not a ton of coverage either. It's a good everyday product. So yeah, I think we'll go Fenty, and those will be our 3 complexion products. All right, and then for concealer and corrector. So last month I only had one corrector in, and it was that Clinique one. And I ended up liking it more because I was pairing it with this Rare Beauty under eye brightener. I could do Trish McAvoy or Pixie, or we could do, should we do this? Bobbi Brown Skin Corrector Stick in Bisque. I'm kind of feeling this one. My head is telling me to put Cherry Blossom in because this has been like one of my favorites lately. Or another one that I really like is this one, the High Fidelity, which I actually have two of these. I have pink and peach. Pink is way too light, which is what I'm always talking about. It looks almost white on me, but I'm wondering if maybe I could mix these two and get more use out of this pink one. You know what? I'm kind of feeling the EXA one, so let's do that for corrector. All right, and then for concealer, I had two last month. I had the Catrice True Skin and the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful, what is this? Beautiful Skin? Yeah. So let's pick, I guess we'll go with two of them again. You know what? I think I'm gonna do Gucci because I actually have two of these. I have a lighter one and a darker one, and I'd like to use these more as like an all over product. So maybe we'll do, I'm gonna say this counts as one since this is the same concealer in two shades. So that, and that one is not super high coverage. I would say it's like medium at the very, very most. And then let's do one more. We've got classic Natasha Denona, NARS. We've also got House Labs back here. Ooh, Shiseido Synchro Skin. That's another really good one. Flower Beauty is good, but it's kind of similar in terms of texture to the Gucci one. I'm trying to pick something that's a little bit fuller coverage. So we're gonna put Natasha Denona in because the point is to use the makeup, you know what I mean? And yes, I know I like these, but I also want to use them as much as possible, you know? So I think that's it for this drawer. Okay, so we're starting with powders, which are over on this side. So last month I had two, and I had the NYX one that I can't shut up about, and then this Bobbi Brown one. Honestly, the Bobbi Brown didn't get a whole lot of use because it's literally been all about that NYX powder. So let's pick two again. Should we put in Jane Iredale? So this is a powder foundation. Maybe we'll do that. Or, okay, another one that doesn't get used a whole lot is this one from NARS. This is just their translucent crystal powder. That might be a good one actually, because that one definitely does not get a ton of use in my collection. So that'll be one. And then for a second one, maybe I should choose, oh, I also have this one from NARS though. This one has a little bit of pigment in it. This is the Advanced Soft Matte in Creek. And then I wonder, maybe I should pick both of these because this one I don't think is gonna be super mattifying, the translucent one. This one I believe is more on the mattifying side and it has pigment in it. So those would be two different things. Yeah, let's do that. I feel like that's a good choice. All right, so that's good for powder. Okay, we've got highlighters right here. Highlighter is not something that I use every single day, but I still like to have at least one in here. So let's see. Oh, you know what we should do? This one from House Labs. This, I have two of them, but I was mainly thinking about this one, which is Peach Quartz. It is such a pretty highlighter. It's crazy. You know, I kind of want to do that. So let's do House Labs in Peach Quartz. So I'm kind of debating putting a face palette in too. So my face palettes are right here. So I was thinking either this one. This is the Sephora Micro Smooth palette. This is actually a great face palette. I don't hear many people talk about this, but it's very good. You get a bronzer, highlighter, and 2 blushes in here. But I also kind of want to use my Leopard palette from Hourglass. I'm still going to choose individual like blush and bronzer also, but I don't know. I kind of want to put a face palette in. Let's do Hourglass. I'm in the mood for the Hourglass, I think. So that is it for a face palette. All right, then we have bronzers over here. So last time I had a powder bronzer, a stick cream bronzer, and a cream and a compact, the Makeup by Mario one. So let's pick, oh, this is tough. This is tough. All right, what should we use? Let's pick a cream first. Ooh, okay. I am kind of wondering about this one. This is the LYS cream bronzer. I've had this for a little while, but this is not one that I've used a ton. So I kind of want to put this in. Yeah, let's go with that for a stick bronzer. We might choose another cream bronzer just because I had 3 in last time. Let's go Fenty. We'll do that, and then for a powder. Oh, I also have NARS though. I forgot I have this NARS cream bronzer right here. No, let's stick with Fenty. All right, and then let's choose one powder bronzer. Part of me is thinking maybe the Gucci bronzer. This is a good tone for this kind of year. It's kind of like a rosier color. We could also go Fenty in the shade Into Sun, which is the really light color bronzer, but that might be good for this time of year. Maybe we should do Fenty. Let's do Fenty. We're doing the Fenty cream bronzer. This is a really light bronzer, but for my skin tone right now, honestly, that's probably a good choice. All right, that's good for here. All right, everyone's favorite, or maybe it's just mine, the blush drawer. Also one of the most difficult because especially now that I've decluttered this recently, I really don't have much in here that doesn't give me warm, fuzzy feelings. So it's very hard to narrow this down. I'm just gonna kind of tell you my thought process. So last month I had in 2 creams and 2 powders. I had 2 sticks. So I had one of the Persona ones, the Victoria Beckham one, and then I had my Hourglass Sublime Blush, and oh, the new little Natasha Denona My Dream Mini. Okay, so I guess we'll do that again. We'll do 2 creams and 2 powders. First thing that comes to mind is this, the Makeup by Mario in Barely Blushing, because this combo has been something I absolutely love lately. This Barely Blushing with this. I shared this in my last full face of Nothing New. The Chai Blush with this from Makeup by Mario. This is like a match made in heaven right here. These two go so well together. But then I'm like, well, I've been using that in the last week or 2, so maybe I should pick something else. We've got the Dior blushes. We've got Rosewood right here, which is a really good one. We've got the powder Makeup by Mario blushes. We've got the Armani blushes. Hold on. We've got, you know what? There's one of these that is just a really, really good shade. Yeah, this shade in 51. This beautiful pink. It's like a warmer pink, a little bit rosy. It's really, really pretty. What else? But then, okay, this is newer to me. I've been using it, but I haven't used it in a video, I don't think, but I really like this. This Valentino blush and shadow. This one's in the shade number 2. Definitely more of a cool toned color. All right, I literally just turned the camera off. I just sat here for like 3 minutes just staring in here, trying to decide what I should do. Okay, my head is telling me I really want to put this chai color in. This is kind of one of those blushes that I've had for a while, but it never, like it doesn't make it in videos. It just kind of hides in my collection, and I'm not sure why, because it's such a beautiful color. Even as eyeshadow, this is really pretty. So my head is saying to put that one in as one of the powders. So that's a matte blush. I feel like because that one is matte, I should put in something that has a little bit more of a sheen to it for my second powder blush. The Valentino one would be good for that. My Charlotte Tilbury blushes would be good for that. My 2 Gucci blushes. We have Bare Minerals bronzer. This one is also pretty, but that one's more on the matte. I think this one's more on the matte side. Yeah, it is. Maybe we should go Valentino, because this has not made it in a video. I have used it, but just not in videos. But yeah, let's do that. So there we have the 2 powders. Now we just need to pick the creams. I have my Merit blushes over here that I love. Merit Cheeky is so pretty. Fox is pretty. We've got the Rare Beauty blushes. This is a pretty blush, actually, that doesn't get a ton of use from me. It's the Milk blush in the shade Rally. It's a pink, but it's a little bit kind of like a magenta pink. It's pretty, though. That's one that definitely does not get a lot of use. I think I might do the Milk one, actually. These Makeup by Mario. This is Dusty Rose. That one is pretty. Literally open up every single one. This is also a really pretty color. Divine Rose from Pat McGrath. Okay, Blair, they're all pretty. That's not gonna work. You know what? I think we're gonna go Westman Atelier Petal. This is a perfect neutral pink, rosy pink. And it will literally go with everything. I love it. Yeah. All right. That's it for blush. All right, that last drawer, that was a hard one. All right, hopefully this one won't be as difficult. So these are single shadows over here, and eyeliners, and then brows and mascara are over there. All right, let's do the single shadows. I definitely want to put in a few of these this time. In fact, we might even do more of this month than we do the eyeshadow palettes. So what should we use? I kind of am thinking the Armani liquid shadows. This one is just a nice mid-toned brown. It's 18M. It's a really good color. I'm thinking maybe that, and maybe this one. This one's a little bit warmer, a little bit darker. It's 22. Those are just 2 really good neutrals. And then I also have the dark brown, which could also be pretty, but again, I don't want to choose too many things. I think we'll go with these 2 for sure. And then I definitely want to pick something with some like shimmer in it. I have my lid lusters from Victoria Beckham. I have like Space Cowboy from Urban Decay over here. A mini, or not a mini, but it's a single Chantecaille eyeshadow, which is really pretty. I kind of want to put in one of these lid lusters from Victoria Beckham, because y'all know I've been on a Victoria Beckham kick lately. Either that or Urban Decay Space Cowboy. Maybe I'll put in both my Victoria Beckham lid lusters. So I have chiffon and honey. I like honey more. I just like the color a little bit better, but I kind of want to, yeah, let's do both of those. And then, okay, eyeliner is going to be tough because you know I want to put the Victoria Beckham ones back in there, but I also want to use something a little bit different. So, okay, I'm going to do this Charlotte Tilbury eyeliner in Pillow Talk. This one is like a berry color that's really pretty. So let's do that. I also kind of want to put this green liner from Give in, and then I know when I'm editing this, I'm going to be so mad at myself because I'm talking a lot, but hopefully you guys like this chatty part of these videos just because they're fun and I don't want to like rush through it. So hopefully that's okay because I know this part's going to be long, but oh well. All right, for brows. Okay, I'm not going to not put this in because I'm just not going to do that to myself. That is definitely going to go in. We will choose a different brow gel this time. We'll do Rare Beauty brow gel. That's pretty new to me. And then I will choose a pencil. Also, I'm going to do NYX because this is just always a good one. All right, so that's what I'm going to do for brows. And then the only thing left are my shadow sticks back here and my mascaras. Okay, mascara, I'm definitely going to put in the Merit this time. I've been liking that for an everyday mascara. We're going to do City Beauty Beyond mascara, and then I want to put e.l.f. Lash and Roll in. That's the only brown mascara I have open at the moment. And then I'm trying to decide if I want to do any of my shadow sticks. I kind of feel like I do. Maybe one of these Rare Beauty ones. This one is Contentment. It's like kind of a taupey bronze color. It's pretty good neutral. I might stick that in. And then I also kind of want to put in, well, honestly, I could do all three of my Rare Beauty ones. Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, and then I need an eye primer. I've been using these Sigma ones a ton. Maybe we'll just put in this Rare Beauty eye primer. Oh, I'm also going to put this in. This is the Colleen Rothschild Illuminating Eye Cream for like really light makeup days. I got this a while ago. I got this in PR, but I haven't used it a ton. I know a lot of you really like this, so I think I might put that in also, and that should be it for here. Okay, we're on to lips now. Let's start with lip liner. Okay, I'm thinking a Makeup by Mario lip liner needs to go in this time. Maybe Hue. Hue is a really good pink. Goes with pretty much everything. So I think we'll do that. Last time I picked 3. Maybe one of these Anastasia liners. This one is Deep Taupe. It's a little bit darker than Hue from Makeup by Mario. I think we'll do that. And then we could do Totally Toffee from Maybelline. Or Gone Greige is a good one from Maybelline. Maybe we should do Gone Greige. Yeah, let's do that. So that's 3. That's what I'm going to pick for lip liners. And then for lip products, I don't remember exactly how many I picked last time, but it wasn't too many. And I thought it was a good amount that I chose. So I'm going to do that same thing. I know I want to choose one of these Makeup by Mario Moisture Glows because I love these so much. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe this one. This one is Petal Glow. It's a pink, but it's a bit of a mauve pink. I'm clearly into the mauve tones right now. So I think we might go for that. We've got some lip oils in here. I might put in one of my Dior lip oils. This one's in mahogany. It's very, very pretty. It looks scary, but it's not when you put it on your lips. I might put that in. And then for a lipstick, I want to say I only had one lipstick in last time, maybe two. Or we could do this Merit lipstick, which is really pretty, in Baby. I think I might do the Merit lipstick, actually. Let's go for that. And I need like just a regular gloss in there too. I had this one in last time, this Buxom one. And I really like that, but either the Patrick Ta gloss or Fenty in Fussy. This is Fussy Heat, but I love this one. I think we're gonna go Fussy Heat. I might also choose one of these, or this one. This is the Afterglow Balm in Dolce Vita from NARS. I love this shade. I think we'll do that, and I think that should be everything in here. I might actually switch out my lip mask. The lip mask I was using before was the Tatcha one. I think I might pull out the Sigma one instead. Yeah, okay, I think that's good. All right, finally for palettes. I don't even know how much I'm gonna use a palette, to be honest, but I think I'm gonna choose just like a mini one. And I think it's gonna be what a lot of people would say is the most boring little palette on the planet, but I love this Give palette in Simple Kind of Life. It is for simple kinds of colors. And that is what I wear on a daily basis. And this is an everyday makeup drawer. So this one's gonna be really easy. And that is gonna be it. For here, I'm gonna go ahead and gather up all my things and we'll put them away. Finally got everything put away. I literally reorganized this so many times before I stick with anything. But okay, now seeing everything in here, I definitely did not pick too many things. I have a lot of open room in here actually, so I think I did well picking. So we have concealers and correctors in here. So I have highlighter, bronzer, blush in here, primers, one bronzer. This LYS one is really tall. It didn't fit right here. So I have that over there. The Chantecaille foundation, my other two foundations, and my NARS powders. Back there, my mascaras, the Rare Beauty Shadow Sticks, Hourglass palette, Give palette, Victoria Beckham lid lusters. I have some of the single shadows, primer, lip products. I kept most of the same skincare because I don't switch that out too often. And then a few more lip products here and brow products. So I think this should be a good quantity of products. So as always, we will use some of the products and do our makeup together. All right, I'm starting out with some eye cream. I'm just using my Bobbi Brown eye base because it's been quite a while since I've done my morning skincare, so I want to add a little bit more hydration. And then I'm going to use this SPF. Again, this is the one that I had in last time, but I'm almost done with this, so I figured I'll just keep it in and try to finish it up. This is the Biore one. I do like this one. I just don't love the smell of it. That's the only thing. The smell does kind of go away, or it does go away after you apply it, but it does initially have like a little bit of a chemical-y smell that I don't love. And then while I'm waiting for that to set down, I'm gonna apply a little bit of this Sigma lip mask in the shade Hush. Okay, let's get into the makeup. I think we'll try a little bit of this from Cali Ray. I'm a little bit nervous because, like I said, I don't know a lot about this. I just remember not being like super impressed by it. It's a bit of a thicker formula, but what's always been strange to me, and now I'm remembering this looking at the back, is it says it's a plumping hydrator. I want to say when I've used this in the past, I thought it was very mattifying, like extremely mattifying. So I don't know where, like even just now when I just put that on right here, it like totally mattified that area, which is fine if that's what you're going for. It's just kind of strange to me that they call it a plumping hydrator. Okay, yeah, I'm also remembering now. It has a lot of fragrance. It smells like oranges. It's like very citrusy, yeah. I mean, as soon as I put this on my skin, I can see like any shine go away. So I don't know. If you have this, let me know what you think. Do you think this is hydrating? Because I don't know, I don't get that vibe from it. So I'm mainly putting mine in my T-zone, but mainly focusing it on the sides of my nose because that's where I have the most visible pores on my face. Yeah, I don't see myself ever really wanting to use this all over, but I don't know. Hopefully it plays well with the rest of the makeup. For my corrector, we're gonna mix these two from Exa. So this is the High Fidelity color corrector. I have the shades Peach and Pink. So I'm gonna use Peach here, where majority of my darkness is. And then I'm just gonna use a little bit of the pink because you'll see it's very light. It's one of those white looking pinks. Like, do you see that? So that's why I don't use this particular shade a lot, but I kind of want to try mixing the two together. And I think I'm going to blend this with my Rare Beauty concealer brush. Okay, so it definitely tones down the peach color in the peach shade. Trying to decide if I like that or if it's too much. I've never mixed these two together before, so I'll have to keep testing it and see how I like it. But this is a great color corrector formula from Exa. It gives a lot, or it's very pigmented. So a little bit goes a long way. All right, for foundation, I think we're gonna go with Armani Luminous Silk today. I have the shade 5, and I think this should be a pretty good match for me. I don't think I've ever used this foundation with that Cali Ray primer, so hopefully it's okay. I'm blending that in with my BK Beauty 106 brush and just tapping that in. So my thoughts on that Cali Ray primer, so far is, I mean, it does what it says. It does smooth. I mean, I think it claims to smooth your skin, but I just feel like it does too much. Yeah, it says oil controller, pore eraser, plumping hydrator. I get the pore eraser and I get the oil controller. I bet if you have oily skin, this would probably be a great product for you, but I don't know. I just feel like it has sucked all the life out of my skin. Like all of it. I don't know. I mean, I like a mattifying primer sometimes in my T-zone because if I do get oily, that's typically where it happens, but I don't know. Okay, yeah. That primer is a definite no. That will definitely be getting decluttered because it just ruined my foundation totally. Like, it looks dry as all get out, and my skin was not dry when we started this video, not even close to dry, but it's not sitting well at all. I don't know. That primer is a no for me for sure. Okay, so before I just take this off, I'm gonna do the one thing that I try when I have something like this happen where a product has kind of messed everything up. I will take my sponge and just kind of bounce over everything and see if I can get it to kind of pick up any excess, and then we'll just go over the top with our concealer maybe, because I really don't want to start over, but that primer, I don't know, it does too much. It does totally smooth this area, but it doesn't look good anywhere else. Guys, it still doesn't. It does not look good. Somehow I knew this was going to cause a problem, yet I put it in here anyways. All right, I keep changing my mind. Let's move on to concealer. Let's see if my favorite ever Natasha Denona concealer can fix some of this. So I'm going to add this right. This is mainly where the problem is, like right on the cheek area here. It's just nothing is wanting to lay right there. And then I'm going to use a different shade under my eyes. That was N2. I'm going to take a little bit of RN3 under my eyes. Give this a minute. I like to let this concealer kind of sit for a second, and then fingers crossed it looks decent and we can move on, because it doesn't really matter. I'm not going anywhere today, but it just annoys me that that primer messed everything up. Okay, let's tap that in. This concealer is still favorite, probably my favorite. If I had to pick one, this would be the one still. Let's see what it looks like after we blend this in. I don't know, I just feel like something about that base just makes everything not want to blend in. It wants to just kind of sit. All right, let me switch to a different brush for under the eyes. This is the Sigma F03. And then we'll look up close and see if it looks halfway decent. You guys, Natasha Denona saves the day. Saves the day. It doesn't look as good as it normally does because we've got those things underneath, but it looks 1,000 times better with that concealer on the top. It just kind of smoothed it out. I don't know how, but it did. Natasha Denona for the win. I've been saying it for a long time. It's going to be really hard to beat this concealer. It is fantastic. All right, we need some cream products now because my skin now needs some like liveliness to it. That primer just sucked all the life out of my face. So I'm gonna use the Fenty cream bronzer in Butter Biscuit. Hopefully my creams will do okay over the top of this. We'll see. This is such a good color. It's been a little while since I've used this, but this is such a good tone of cream bronzer. It's truly a neutral and it's beautiful. I'm using the A507 for this from BK Beauty. This is another good lesson here, is when you apply something on your face and you're not liking how it's sitting, like it doesn't look great texture-wise on your skin, but you're gonna keep going, make sure you are tapping your products in like this and not swiping or tugging or anything like that, because usually that just makes it worse. You always want to make sure you're kind of pressing and stippling instead of swiping, especially if you have like some finicky products. That's a really good tip. All right, yeah, the Fenty bronzer did really well. Now for blush, we're definitely going to use cream. I'm trying to decide if I want to use both of these or if I just want to use one. Let's use this milk one. This is the Lip and Cheek in the shade Rally. This is a really bright color from what I remember. Yeah, it's a really bright kind of magenta color. So looks like that. It's a pretty shade though. So let's use this. I'm gonna use that same brush and just get it off the back of my hand, kind of work it into the brush and apply it. This is definitely the way to go, I think, with this color anyway, because it's pretty bright. I'll get some more built up on my brush. I do love a pink blush. It's a pretty shade. We need some life back in my cheeks here. I'm not sure I've ever seen my skin like so mattified in this area before, which I could see if you have really oily skin, that might work really well for you. So if you have this, you have oily skin and you like it, let me know, because I wonder if it's just, it doesn't work unless you have really, really oily skin. Okay, that blush is so pretty. And I don't use this very often, but that is pretty. Okay, I really don't need to add this, but I want to add just the tiniest bit of this Valentino in the shade number 2. I'm going to use it with this large angled, oh, this is actually a contour brush from Sigma, but it's really airy on the tip, so it doesn't like pick up a ton of product. And I'm just gonna tap over the top because yeah, this color goes like perfectly with that milk blush. These are really beautiful from Armani, or not Armani, from Valentino. Okay, we really don't need much powder, so I'm not adding much at all, but I am gonna go over my face with this NARS one. This is just the translucent one, and I'm really just gonna go kind of underneath my blush and bronzer right here. A little bit here, a little bit right on the sides of my nose. Okay, I am gonna fill in my brows. You already know I'm gonna use this from ABH, and I'll just speed through this because you've seen this 5 million times. But this is the shade Medium Brown from Anastasia. All right, for a brow gel, I'm going to use the Rare Beauty one. I haven't used this very much, so I'm not really sure what my thoughts are on it yet. So hopefully if I use it a lot this month, I'll kind of know a little bit better how I feel about it. For eyes, I'm going to apply a little bit of my Rare Beauty eye base first. This doesn't have like a ton of pigment to it, but it has just a little tiny bit of a tint, so it does add just a little something, just not much. All right, for the eyes, I think I'm going to start with this Armani eyeshadow. This one is the shade 18, and it's very, very light, like just a hair darker than my skin tone. So it doesn't add a ton, but it adds just a little bit of color. It's a really good, like, everyday, natural one and done if you're around my skin tone. I really like the Armani formula too. They're very easy to apply. And I'm blending this with my MAC 217 brush. Then I'm going to take a little bit of this shade, which is 22. And I'm going to kind of put this in the outer corner. Not much, just a little tiny bit. See how pretty those are, just those two? I mean, honestly, that's a perfect everyday eye look. I'm gonna take, I'm gonna mix this light shade in this Give palette with this warm brown and this taupe. I'm gonna take a little bit of all three of those shades on a brush and just go over the top of those. Totally not necessary, but I figured we could use it since I did pull out this palette. And then I like this the way it is, but I kind of want to add a little bit of my Honey Lid Luster from Victoria Beckham, just a little bit. Mainly just right in the center. I'm not applying a ton of it. So pretty. I love this shade. And then I'm actually gonna take that MAC brush and I'm just gonna go under or on my lower lash line with this and just put whatever is left of all of that from the brush on here, because it's basically just those two cream shadows we applied. I think I might do a little bit of liner. I think I'm going to use the one from Charlotte Tilbury, which is Pillow Talk. And I'm just going to do a little bit of a wing with this. All right, I did the best I could with that Charlotte liner, but unfortunately, I think it is dried out because I could not get much pigment from it at all. I just kind of kept going. I tried to put it in my waterline and I think it's just kind of dried out. It's definitely on the older side, so that one has seen better days. I even tried warming it up a lot on my finger or on the back of my hand, and that didn't work either. So couldn't really do a whole lot with that, but I'm gonna use e.l.f. Lash and Roll today in brown. This mascara is so good. It's honestly astonishing. I don't even know how long I've been using this tube, but it is still going strong. It's definitely starting to get dry, but I feel like this mascara lasts a really long time. I mean, look at it. It's so good. So good. I know based on how long I've been filming this video that this is going to be a long one. I'm going to be really mad at myself when I go to edit this because this is going to take me a while, I already know. So I hope you're excited and enjoying a long everyday makeup drawer video because I've been talking a lot, had a few hiccups along the way. All right, for lips, I think I'm going to use Deep Taupe from Anastasia. Oh, that is a good color. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Oh, okay, yeah, that is a really, really good color. All right, then I think I'm gonna take a little bit of this Merit lipstick in Baby. Okay, yeah, that goes well together. I was gonna use this lip oil, the Dior lip oil in Mahogany. Let's try it. Okay, yeah, I like it. All right, you guys, I don't know how, but I think we were able to turn this one around because now everything looks good. Everything looks much better. So I think we learned two things from this video, or at least I did. Natasha Denona, when things go awry. This is so good. If you haven't tried it, I'm telling you, please try it. Please try it. And the other thing we learned is I should have decluttered this the first time when I put it in the declutter. And then I got weak and put it back. I should have listened to myself the first time around. Because, yeah, that is not my favorite thing. But other than that, the makeup looks good. The makeup looks pretty good. So that Natasha Denona concealer brought us back to life. And the other thing I'll say is my skin here does look really smooth. It's just, I don't know. The foundation did not want to lay well anywhere else on top of it. So I don't know. But everything else I'm happy with. This blush combo is another really good one, by the way. This Milk in Rally and this Valentino in the shade number 2. These are beautiful. Really good combo. So I hope you enjoyed this month's everyday makeup video. I've been looking forward to filming this, and I hope you enjoyed a longer one, a more chatty one, and I'm really, really happy with this new format, with choosing less things, really getting to know those things. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. I hope you enjoyed. I will have everything that I used linked in the description box. I do use affiliate links that support my channel if you shop through them. Thank you so much. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and follow me over on Instagram at simply.blair and TikTok simply.blair1. And I will see you next time. Remember, simply be you. Bye.